One day in the future, every working person will face a very important question of their lives. What did I do with the money I earned during my working years? For some people, this question will bring confidence and peace. But listen, for many others, it will bring regrets because they earned money for decades but never built a savings culture. For many people, the painful truth is that their lifestyle will stop the moment their salary stops. Why? Because they had nothing put aside for the future. Every day, people say something that sounds reasonable. And what is it? Oh, the money I earn is actually too small for me to save. It may sound reasonable, but listen, it is not right. If you are ever going to take a journey from poverty to wealth, it begins with developing a savings culture. You must put yourself to task to build the discipline of setting aside a portion of your money today for the future that must come. So it is not about the size of your income, it is about the quality of your discipline. Are you disciplined enough to be able to save even out of that little income of yours? Your financial future will depend on your ability to save. Why? Because one of the indispensable requirements for the journey from poverty to wealth is the ability to save. And in this video, I want to show you how to develop that habit that protects your future. That is the discipline of savings. You're welcome back to this series on retirement planning. I am Emeje Aruwa, and my passion is to help people avoid the tragedy of getting into retirement unprepared. One of the biggest reasons people retire into hardship is very simple. They never developed a savings culture. Saving is not what you do when you have excess money. It is actually a financial habit. It is not about when you have excess money. It is not about on special occasions. It has to do with consistency. It's a habit you build and you have to be consistent about it. What is savings? It is a deliberate act, the deliberate act of setting aside a portion of your income today for future use. Instead of spending it all immediately, instead of spending all your income on whatever are your current needs, you put aside a portion of that income for the future. That means that you pay the future before you spend today. And many people misunderstand this. They think that, oh, savings is only necessary when you have something left over, or they think that you only spend when things are good. True savings is intentional. A simple rule many financial experts teach is that you pay yourself first. So before that rent, before you buy the clothes, before going out to that fancy restaurant, you need to pay yourself first. And how do you achieve it? By saving a portion of your income. Once you have something saved, then you can live on the rest. There are several reasons many people never build wealth. And the first of it is that they lack financial education. Going to school is different from financial education. Financial education is more practical than theoretical. You need to learn the discipline of making money. You need to learn the discipline of saving money. You need to learn the discipline of multiplying money. And if you don't know it, then you have a challenge with regards to your financial future. Another issue is lifestyle inflation. For so many persons, the moment their income increases, they just go and then increase their lifestyle. They begin to, purchase things they never planned to purchase, online shopping, social pressure, and all of that. They begin to spend recklessly simply because their income has increased. And then you can't build a future that way. There's another challenge, which is a challenge of the debt culture. There are so many people who are financing their present with borrowed money. And they end up eating the future before they get there. By the time they get to the future, there is nothing to live by. And there's also the challenge of the illusion that, oh, something big is coming in the future. Listen, Even if something big is coming in the future, you will waste it. If you don't learn how to manage the little today, you cannot save big if when it was small you couldn't save. So you must develop the habit of saving while your income is small. Listen, there is power in small savings. One of the biggest lies people tell themselves is that saving small money doesn't matter. But small savings create big financial transformations. If you have someone who is saving 10,000 naira per month, by the end of the year, that's 120,000 naira saved up. And in 10 years, that's 1,200,000 naira. Now imagine that this 10,000 naira is put into an investment vehicle that multiplies the money. It means that at the end of 10 years, you have something far greater than 1,200,000 naira. And that is, very great. If you learn to save while the money is small, you have something with which to begin your journey to wealth. That habit alone can transform your retirement reality. Savings is not about the amount first, it is about the consistency. Now you need to understand that there are different types of savings. So to cultivate a savings culture, you must understand that not all savings serve the same purposes, and there are different types. Number one on my list is emergency savings. That's emergency fund. You need to first build an emergency fund so that when you begin to invest money, you don't run into your investment and then begin to pull out money. You have an account where you save up. Sometimes it is encouraged that you have about 3 to 6 months of your living expenses saved up in an account, so that when you have you find yourself in a tight corner, you can fall back on it, pick a little out of it, and the moment you earn money, you replace it. So that way your life will not be under pressure of money. Number two, you have short-term savings. These are money saved up for goals which you need to meet within the short term: school fees, house rent, travel expenses. Maybe you have an equipment you need to buy. That's for short-term savings. So you can have an account where you put certain amount of money with a plan that if it gets to a certain a time, you are able to meet that responsibility of yours. There's a medium term savings, which is for goals like that you may have to accomplish in 3 to 5 years. You want to put a down payment on a house, you want to start a business, you want to buy a car. These are medium term savings, so you could save towards that. But then there's also what we call the long term savings. This is the most critical as far as retirement is concerned. Retirement is long term savings. So you're planning for 30 to 35 years, particularly if you start early, you have a long time within which to save, and you need to build retirement funds, you need to have investment capital, you need to have passive income assets. You build passive income assets towards retirement, and that is through long-term savings. This is where many people fail. They prepare for the present, they prepare for next month, but so many persons don't prepare for long term. They don't prepare for old age. Savings, number one, will give you peace of mind. Saving reduces financial anxiety. When you know that, oh, there's some money there just in case of some financial challenge, I can fall back on it. It gives you peace of mind. Then number two, it helps you take advantage of investment opportunities. When opportunities come up and you don't have savings, you may not be able to take advantage of them, and then you lose out. Number three, it protects you during crisis. When maybe there's an economic meltdown, and then or that salary is not coming for one reason or the other, you have something to fall back on. Also, savings give you independence. It helps you to be dependent on yourself rather than depend on others. And it gives you retirement dignity. See, there are many people who are suffering today because they never saved up. Not because they were lazy, not because of how much they earned, but because they lacked the financial discipline to save. So please, you need to know that saving is so critical to your financial destiny. And there's the important rule, very important rule of savings. And what is that rule? Save before you spend. I say it again, save before you spend. You make income, your income comes, you proceed to expenses, and then whatever is left over, you decide to save. That's a very wrong approach to savings. No, wealth builders do it differently. When they earn income, they save first and then they live on the rest. That simple shift can change your financial lifestyle. Someone may ask, how much should I save? Now, a good guideline is that you save at least 20% of your income. But if that feels difficult, start with 10%. Save 10% of your income. And if that is difficult, start with 5%. The most important thing is that you start and then you stay consistent. It's not about perfection. Stay consistent and then increase the percentage you are able to save out of your income. Listen, saving is not just a financial skill, it is a discipline of character. If you are unable to save, you have a character deficiency. Why? Because savings require patience, it requires self restraint, it requires long term thinking. And these are the same qualities that are required to build long term wealth. If you want a secure future, you must understand this truth. Income alone cannot secure your future. But income plus disciplined savings can change your life. If this video has challenged you to rethink your financial habits, then please type in the comment sections, I will save for tomorrow. I choose to save for tomorrow. In the next video, I will show you powerful strategies that make savings easier. There are currently mobile apps, digital apps that helps to automate your savings. And these will help you to build a system around your savings, a practical system that makes savings almost automatic. So please don't miss it. And if you want more practical knowledge on retirement planning, particularly, and financial wisdom for that, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Your future is too important for you to leave to chance. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you again.